Oh, hi there. I'm Nick Tesla from YouTube's Tesla Skate Parks channel. And I wanted to preface this video by saying I couldn't find the video clip on Braille that led to this whole redesign thing. I reached out to Aaron and hadn't heard back, which is okay. The man's got a million things going on. I could have very well had a lucid dream about it, considering most of my life my mind has been nothing but skateboarding and park layout. Who knows? Anyway, enjoy the video. Previously on Tesla Skate Parks.
I thought we were broken up.
We were on a break.
They exited out the front door. They had no idea what they were in for.
When it's time to kick back, what Eat More gives is...
How's the food?
Act like an adult, man. And keep it down, guys, will you?
Merry Christmas.
Anyway, the last but far from recent video I seen, they were talking about redesigning the Braille house. Hello world, how's everyone been? Since we last left off, I've been busy working out the math and science on two possible layouts for the Braille house. And with the help of some overused snap cuts, or how about... yeah, let's get to it. Let's start with the first design, as it has one thing I heard Aaron wishing he had, that being a vert ramp. I built the flat out to the wall so it could double as a space for some b-ball when it calls for it. The office section in the back would need a bit of remodeling and tucked under the ramp, but would end up with some more square footage for the office and storage. Moving out to the main section, you can see I really wanted to change things up, add some newer elements while holding on to a few of the classic flavors of the Braille house. We'll start around the outside and work our way in. Right by the door is a small 4-foot-high quarter pipe that can be moved out of the way of the big door when it needs to be accessed, or moved around according to the feels of the day. Moving down the wall is a midline hip and 4-box and rail combo. This is the classic flavors I mentioned, and from here it gets a little bit fresh. Capping off this run is a 15-foot wide big bank with a wall ride section. Keeping it going down the back wall is a triad of transitions with a 10-foot wide bank in the middle to utilize as one sees fit. And where the 3 set once called home, we have a big hump double pump with rainbow rail, for something a little different than what they might be used to, especially within the Braille house. I kept the rail in and relocated the wall ride ramp along the Braille drop to get the most out of the space. Where the basketball hoop used to be, a 5-foot high, 30-foot wide bank with a 10-foot wide ledge in the middle. Also to make adjustments to the Braille drop rail and have a 2.0, if you will, to gap up or down from to the bank. I think that'd be pretty intense. And lastly, the central table with a little bit of something to whet everyone's palate. The stairs got an upgrade by 1. I left the rail out, but did add a small quote-unquote movable ramp so the stairs could be hit parallel as well as perpendicular, and a straight ledge to cap off the 6, leaving plenty of options open, hypothetically. On this end, we have a fun little tech box, the skinny ledge and ramp, Euro gap, kinked rail, and the other half of the table, both sides of which have matching hubbas for the regular or goofy. Well, that about covers layout A. Got a handful of clips here I'll drop in a small part later in the week. And from here we'll jump into the next design. For this layout, I wanted to retain a bit more of the classic Braille essence while taking more creative liberties in other areas. Let's start by the big door this time. In place of the bank, I went for a 30-foot wide quarter pipe with a 10-foot extension in the middle, flanked on its right with a movable bank. Moving down the wall, we have a steep bank with a 4-set and rail, as well as Euro gap to boot on the right. Here we have the 15-foot wide bank with ledge that transfers over to the next level beautifully in a run. Playing out the next level of the back wall is a 2-level quarter pipe section, the larger of which has a gentle pocket. This takes us back to this perfect little table with a healthy assortment of obstacles to complement any run from beginner to pro. Layout A had a 6. This one I gave a 7 with a kink rail, as the speed would be doable with 2 options for dropping in. Lastly is this hit, bank, and box combo to add something old but new to the mix. Finally, my favorite part. Instead of going for the half pipe in the back, I thought, let's take a different approach. To go this size would require the office to be remodeled a bit like Layout A, but I think it would be just what the doctor ordered. A bowl is pretty accessible to all levels of boarder, from beginner to pro. A little bowl like this, I think, could do wonders for the Braille house, from their own self-enjoyment to having something for dudes like Andy Anderson to come kill it on. Of course, this would be insane too. Well, thanks for checking out my ideas for the Braille house, and I hope you enjoyed. Insert your standard YouTube sign-off here. Tap that like button if you want to see more content like this. Subscribe, help the channel grow. Hit that bell if you want to stay in the loop. Tell a friend, that always helps. Yada yada. I'm out.